Alright guys, so today you join me with my R53 Cooper S. I've just done a video review on this car. If you haven't checked that out already, the link to that will be in the description. Go check it out so you can get up to speed with what's been done to this car already. Obviously, my Mark V Golf GTR is my main car, but there's a few bits and stuff that I want to do to this. The way it's modified right now is cool, and I liked it when I first did it, but now my taste has changed and my Golf's my main like show boy racer kind of car. I want to do something different with this. I want to turn it sort of undo some of the mods I've done and take it in a different direction, do like a version 2 of it. So today's going to be the first episode of this sort of like mini build series that I'm going to do on it, I guess. It's just going to be sort of unmodifying, taking off some of the bits that I've done before. One of the main ones, to be fair, is this stripe. As I said in the last video, it was my sort of like identifiable thing, but I was looking at some photos of the car without the stripe and I quite liked it. There's a stripe on the back which needs to be sorted out, but that's a lot more work because there's a crack under that which I've got to fill in and all that stuff. So we're just going to be doing a bit of unmodifying, a few little bits and bobs today, so hopefully it's entertaining enough for you guys. First thing I'm going to try to do is remove the stripe. This one, the little pinstripe, I'm not worried about. That'll be easy. I'm worried about this pulling off some of the paint, but hopefully that won't be too bad, so we'll go ahead and try to do that now. This is way more effort than I thought it was, to be fair. I've got this first little one off on the side, okay. I don't know if you can see, but it's left sort of a bit of residue. You can sort of see the outline of where it was, so I'm going to have to go over it with some like tar and glue remover. But this one's coming off like really bitty. But hopefully I can get under this one here and just pull it all off in one piece. It'd help a lot. Maybe heating it up would help, I'm not sure, but we'll see. So the stripe is now off. It does look really like weird for me to look at this car with no stripe on it now. I might pull it out of the garage later and have a look at it, like proper close the back. But I do think it looks like better and grown up. It looks a bit less trampy. Obviously, I haven't cleaned off all of the sticky residue. I started to pull it off a bit faster up here and it worked, but you can see there's this line that I've got to remove. It is going to come off with a bit of scrubbing and stuff, but that's right. I've got some tar and glue remover, so we'll spray that on and try wipe it off, and then we can move on to the next thing. So it took a few passes, but I've managed to get all the residue off now. It's hard to see because there's not much space in my garage, but it does look a lot better without that stripe now. I forgot how nice it looks. It was cool at the time, but I'm happy that I've took it off now. So we'll move on to the next stuff. My old Instagram tag sticker, I don't use Instagram anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then interior wise, I'm in two minds about removing this. I might do or not, I'm not sure, but what I'm definitely doing is removing the Cooper S badge off the dash, taking the red toggle switch on and putting the chrome ones on, and removing my chrome gear knob and fitting back my John Cooper Works carbon fibre gear knob. I did have it in my room because I was getting rid of the car and was going to keep it, but I'm going to put it on now, so we'll go ahead and do those few little things. Alright, so I've made some good progress now. Cooper S badge off the dash is off. Toggle switches back to chrome. They look a completely different shape. I forgot like how small they were without the things on them. Oh, there we go, unlock it. And then I did decide to take this red badge off after all. I've got to remove the glue like I did on the dashboard, but it looks quite good. It's hard to see from this angle. Maybe if I go like that, you can see the interior now a little bit nicer. The only thing that's defeated me so far is the gear knob. I've took it off and put it back on again twice now, but it's really stuck on there right now. But it does make such a difference when that's on. So, but I've basically put the interior back to complete OEM. not the original steering wheel for the car, but still an OEM mini steering wheel. Yeah, everything's going to be back to OEM soon. I'm going to take off the mini bits and kill all chrome air fresheners. I got one of these every time I ordered from them. You can see I ordered quite a few times. But now I've just got to try get this off, but I'll show you guys what it looks like when the John Cooper Works gear knob's back on. Alright guys, a bit later in the day, got caught up doing a bit of work to my Golf. But we're going to head back and start doing some stuff on this. R&R Performance Bad, the guys who remapped it. Nothing wrong with the remap, but I'm planning on having it removed just because I don't want to put too much stress on this engine, because it was only a stage 1 map. And I don't really need that much more power in it anyway. My Golf's the big power car, this is more of a handling type one, so I'm going to take off that. This is hydro dipped, but it's not lasted the test of time, to be honest, so that's going to get taken off and replaced with a stock one. And then removing this Instagram tag. It was cool at the time, obviously, just like with a lot of these mods, but I needs to go now, so we're going to head and do those 3 things. Alright guys, that pretty much concludes today's video. I didn't manage to get the John Cooper Works gear knob on at the end of the day. I couldn't remove that factory one, which is funny because I put it back on, so if I've put it on I should be able to get it off, but I haven't managed to be able to do that. Engine bay wise, there's nothing really that I want to take off. Potentially the strut braces at some point, because I think that might have contributed to why the ride was so harsh for dailying, but other than that it all looks good and clean. To do left at the back, obviously I've got to buy a new mini logo badge for that one that I hydro dipped. And then at some point when I have the courage to remove that stripe at the back to expose that crack, hitting bars, and then and then I'm going to fill all that in, and which is fine, I can fill it in, but respraying it is the one that I'm worried about. But we're going to go ahead and do it at some point. Also, in one of the future videos, somewhere from down here, I'm not quite sure where, you can't really see it from the top, but you can from the underside, there's a minor oil leak. I'm going to go ahead and potentially remove the whole front end of this car to be able to fix that. It's something that I was never going to do it if it was my daily, but it's a project car sort of now. I mean, it's not on the road, so it's something that I might be able to tackle. Just to finish the video off here, car's got silver wheels, has always had silver wheels, but I've always thought about doing them black. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got one of my mates to do a Photoshop sort of concept of what they'd look like in black. I'll go ahead and put that on the screen now. Leave a comment below, which one do you think looks better, the silver wheels which you've got now, or the black wheels? If you like the Cooper S, watch my review on it, and stay tuned for some of this like restoration, modification type videos. Or if you just like modified cars, stuff in general, go ahead and drop us a like, subscribe, and stay tuned because I'm going to try to do some more interesting stuff soon.